Welcome to the Business Hub.
Started at
Hello viewers, how are you all doing? My name is Ukela Prince and I'm glad to welcome you back to the Business Hub. And today I am honored to have again in the studio with me for this series on building black wealth in North America with Isreal Iyamu. Now, last time we started the discuss on the types of protection, and he mentioned quite a lot of things. And we also got to a point where we climaxed that episode with the critical illness and conditions that we need to consider as part of protection in the area of financial foundation. So, allow me to bring Mr. Isreal Iyamu once again.
Thank you very much.
Mr. Isreal. Nice having you.
Yeah, Prince. Yeah.
Oh my goodness. I like this black man today. You look good.
Well, I'm trying to come up from. I'm trying to get out from the
corporate.
The corporate look.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
Well,
so we're talking about the black wealth, right?
Yes.
So I want to look cautious for our people.
All right, it's allowed.
Okay.
It's allowed.
Yeah.
You look good. I appreciate that.
Thank
so
you.
tell me, we last time we ended the last episode trying to discuss on you said something like about 26 illness conditions and all that. So yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Thank you.
please.
So viewers, before I go into those 26 critical illness conditions, just to remind us, we're talking about building black wealth in North America.
Sure.
That's the focus.
Yeah.
How do we build black wealth when we don't have certain things in place? My question is today, what is the value do you place on yourself? What I see in our community is that most people place value on things that are transient. We don't place value on things that are permanent. And we don't consider a lot of things when we want to place value. We can decide to say we are worth 1 million today or 2 million. That's what these other people do in other community. The truth is that we talk about these different type of risks. So if we concentrate on transferring risk rather than avoiding risk, then we'll grow well there. The truth, when something happens, it all depends on when it happens. If it happens, what value do you have on ground that can take care of some certain things? Like the question I usually ask most of my friends, I say, how long can you pay your bill forward? How long can you stay? You can pay your bill forward. How long can you really stay without working? We're talking about critical illness condition. So that will quickly make me to go into the benefits of a properly structured life insurance.
Benefits of a
properly structured life insurance.
Tell me.
Why do I say proper? That means there are some coverage that are not proper. Or if you have a group insurance, that's not proper. So you just have it. You don't know what it covers.
But, okay, please, before you go into that benefit, can you just highlight some of these critical illness conditions, a few of them?
Yeah, so if you check the critical illness condition, they are about 26. Right? Some service provider will use 25, but in North America they identified 26. Like those cancer, stroke, heart condition. So even those three I mentioned alone, the statistic is very high. Over 1.something million people suffer cancer. So the statistic is high. That is on cancer alone. We're not talking of stroke. We're not talking of heart attack. So there are others, bipolar, there are so many. You can Google it. It's there, it's not hidden. So you see those 25 critical illness conditions. If any of that happen, the truth is that you might not be able to go to work. Even the person that is taking care of you might not be also be able to go to work because of the things that goes in. So for a properly structured life insurance, critical illness condition is added for a living benefit. So when I say properly structured life insurance, I'm looking at more of the permanent coverage.
Okay.
Now, we work so hard. We, the black community, work so hard. But everything that we put in is our strength. Our money is not working for us. Our money is not working. It's not working.
What do you mean? How do you mean?
Yeah, for your money to work for you, you put it in a place where you are getting good rate of return that is better than or is higher than the inflation. That means your money is working for you. So most of the time, we put money in a place that is not working for us. And when your money is not working for you, there's a tendency that if something like, we have people that have had this kind of illness before. We have friends, neighbors, colleagues that have those kind of, what happens? They can't go to work. After 1 or 2 months, the one that is covering them, their job is over. They will tell them, you can go home for a while. When you are better, you come. But that is, they have technically sacked you because you are not feeling fine. So how long can you really stay forward? So that is one. When we talk about that, a properly structured coverage has the power of compounding interest. Compounding interest is one of the 8 wonders of the world. Most of the places where we put our money, like checking, savings, and all that, they don't have that compounding interest. The rate of return is very insignificant. In fact, the banks that we took, that most of us take our money to, do you know that they have large billions of dollars in life insurance assets? Banks are not human beings. You know, there is that mentality that when we talk about life insurance, the next thing that we are taking is debt. Yeah. It's not debt, it's also part of investment. Life insurance is a very serious investment. In fact, I did an illustration for a particular Chinese guy. And I told myself, if I had done this thing like 3 years ago, I wouldn't have gone for anything like mortgage. So that is one part. Compound interest, the power of a compound interest. These banks, they give you 1% or 2% rate of return. They take that money, put it in the asset management company, which is life insurance company, for the life insurance asset, and they get from 7, 6, double digit, 12, 13. There's some investment I even do for people that are more than 15%.
Wow. You know, a lot of people will be interested to hear that statement you made.
Yes.
If you had known that 3 years ago, you wouldn't have gone.
I wouldn't have gone for mortgage. That is, maybe you just have to note it. That's something that we need to break down one day here. Then another part of it is probate court-free death benefit. For those that don't know what is probate is when something happens to the, say an individual dies, everything that belongs to that individual goes into probate. It's locked.
Yeah.
So, but in North America, most of us are not aware that there are some accounts that bypass probate.
Wow.
If you have your money in checking, savings, GIC, and all those portfolios, immediately that person dies, the money is locked. Immediately it's died. It's locked. So I see a lot of people going for GoFundMe in our community, not because they don't have money, not because they've not worked hard for it.
Money is locked.
But it's locked. You can't get access. Back home where we come from, you see people doing community contribution, families. The money is locked. Coming from the banking sector, I've seen a lot of things like that. Billions. I mentioned it in one of those episodes. Billions of naira. So same thing in Canada, billions of dollars.
You know, now you mentioned back home, because there is a question that's been bothering me. Yes. Yeah. Maybe because you dress like this today too. So, yeah, you know, talking about these illness conditions.
Yes.
And looking at protection, looking at insurance. How educated, how enlightened are people over there in Africa or with such matters?
No, even here.
Even
here. People are not educated. I can tell you. I was talking about North Africa and North America, right?
Yes. Building
black wealth in North America.
That's right.
Not that we don't work hard, but we are not working smart. Like I said, the rate of return, most of us, we put money in a place where our money is not working for us. That's a problem already.
Is it more of a black community challenge?
Yes, information is power. If you see this thing, you see this campaign, financial literacy campaign, they say knowledge is power, right?
That's right.
So my people are perished for lack of knowledge. That's what the good book said. So this is to educate 30 million people before 2030. Not just the black community. But I'm particular about the black community. That's where I belong.
Okay.
If anybody has a problem, it has a way of reducing us in the community. It's not adding to us.
Okay.
Imagine a guy that has a $1 million coverage. He has maybe, even though it's term, the chances that it might outlive the term. If it's a permanent, he has it for life. If money is growing, like I said, the compounding interest and all that. If the person dies too early, there's no way the children will be stranded. There's no way the children are going to start from square one. There's no way they're going to drop out from school. There's no way that guy is going to lose his mortgage. So, but when that thing happens in our community, those are the things that will happen.
There's so much.
There are so many things to say. So I want just to quickly, there's another is tax-free debt benefit. 100%. Tax is one major thing that is killing us in this
tax-free
debt benefit. 100%. If you have 1 million coverage, plus if you're having a permanent, for example, and the growth has taken like 1.5 or whatever over the years, all those money goes to the family tax-free. The mortgage you have is not going to go to the family tax-free, except it's your primary home. If it's an investment, I mean, it's people talking about buying 3 houses. Nothing wrong to buy a house, but you have to prepare for it. You have to prepare the tax implication in an insurance. Otherwise, your family might not be able to pay for the tax implication when probate comes speaking. And you spend money on lawyers and everything, but all this goes to that. And in Canada, for the probate court to start sitting at all, before they start sitting, is about 1.5 years. The funeral people that are not going to wait, you are going to spend money. Getting 15K for funeral is a little bit difficult in Canada. 15K. Nobody has 15K cash. Most people don't have that. That's why they do GoFundMe. And how much you contribute? $100, $50. So we don't want those kind of situations. We want to defund GoFundMe in our community. Another benefit is terminal illness benefit. In the policy, there's terminal illness benefit. Inside the policy. Somebody said, doctor said, this person is going to die in another 1 or 2 years. That's terminal illness. They've said he's going to die soon. Imagine that person getting from his policy while he's still alive 100K or 250K. In the US, you can, if you have a 1 million coverage, you can get 90%. They have a different product that costs a different jurisdiction. So imagine somebody having $900,000. Do you think that person, except God has said that person is going to die? Because now the person is not thinking about where grocery money is going to come. It's not thinking about mortgage bill. So it's those things that kill people, not actually the sickness. The stress, because it's not working. I imagine even 100K in your hand. It's going to make a, in fact, I have a client now who has a terminal illness condition, and the underwriter, the computer, they gave the client some good money. The person has passed the time the doctor predicted.
What I can see you is like what you're saying today is that this thing is like a healing.
It's healing. It's a therapeutic, man. It's true. And you don't need so much to achieve this. Some of us have children now, they are growing, they're already working. They don't know this. So it's a recycle of ignorance and problem. Then we're talking about the critical illness, which I mentioned. That's where we started from. I've explained that. They're talking about the chronic illness condition. Everybody, we have a lot of our people in long-term care facility working. Those people there, they are paying money if you don't know. Once you cannot do 2 of the 6 activities of daily living, you are a candidate of chronic illness. Bathing, toileting, eating, feeding and all that, transferring and all that. When you can't do 2 of the 6 conditions of daily living, you are a candidate. So there are some young people there. Those facilities are not only for old people. Because as long as you cannot do 2 of the 6 conditions. So we thank God if you can make use of the washroom without assistance, you thank God for your life. We take those things for granted. People are struggling with those things. So that is also part of the insurance coverage.
That's interesting.
You understand? Then we also have access to cash. You don't even need to have any of this issue. If you have a properly structured credit, life insurance, and whatever you are paying as contribution is working for you, there's a good rate of return. You have access to cash. After a while in that coverage, you want to go and build something in Nigeria, or you want to go for a vacation, you can access it. You don't need to be sick. You don't need to die. You can access cash from the growth of your coverage while still alive. You see, we need to know this.
You can access cash.
You can access cash. That's why the banks are not human beings, but they are rated on their life insurance asset. All those big conglomerates you are seeing, all those big major companies you are seeing, is it McDonald's, is it all those big Disney, they all have. In fact, there's a book I will have to recommend to our viewers. If you have my number, you reach out to me, scan the code that you see there. We need to know this thing. I'm passionate about it because I see things like this happen every day. I'm not saying I'm there, but already working, putting things in place in that direction so that I don't fall.
Because of our time, in 1 minute, can you just, if there are some of the benefits you have not mentioned, can you highlight them, and let's wrap up this discussion in 1 minute?
Protection is said, especially even the term and the credit card. The issue is that so even the term or the permanent insurance, they are meant for income replacement. Income replacement. When your own personal effort to make income fails, then you have transferred your risk. Once your risk is transferred, then there's a peace of mind. And that peace of mind cannot be quantified. You can place a value of 1 million or 2 million on yourself today. That value will transit you. It's going to go beyond you. It's going to take care of you while you are still alive and even beyond. So my advice today, if you have not started something today, let's start with something small. We work with your budget. And we can help our community pass the message. The message is that we are trying to educate people, 30 million people before 2030. We want you to join the campaign. Join the campaign today so that we can eliminate ignorance or financial ignorance and poverty in our community.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you so much. All right, viewers, that's our show for today. I'm sure you look forward to the next edition. It will be coming to you live every Friday. You'll be having this. So if you have not subscribed, kindly subscribe to the Black Community Canada TV. Now click the notification button so immediately we are up, you will be the first to receive. And I'm sure that for this series that we are running, your life is going to change. Thank you for being part of the Business Hub today. My name is Ukela Prince. Cheers.
It started as acting.